So I want to talk a little bit about what is an ATO, an authority to operate. How does that relate to FedRAMP?
Yeah. So FedRAMP, at its core, you've got all of these government agencies. So think CIA, FBI, CDC. There's 438 of them. And they have their own private networks. So they don't use the internet we use. They have their closed, safe networks. So the DoD has one.
So we're safe.
We're safe. We're very safe. So DoD has one called NIPRNet. They have a super top secret one called CIPRNet and lots more we probably don't even know about. But they use these closed networks to keep the federal data protected. And about 2 decades ago, private companies started to build really cool softwares. And so these government employees and agencies are looking at things like AWS and Google, whatever else, saying like, I'd like to use that.
Yeah, like this EC2, that's really cool. S3, that's awesome. I would like to use that. And so they're like, they go in and do it. Now, the bossy bureaucrat comes in and is like, no, you can't do that. It's got to have an authority to operate. That means it has to go through all the same painful processes that you do to get an authority to operate? No. And then they're like, well, what if we made it really terrible? And the bossy bureaucrat's like, okay, I'm listening, right? Like, they can do all the same things that we have to do, and we'll call it FedRAMP. I like how we synced that.
That was good. Yeah, really good. So FedRAMP, step 1 in FedRAMP is you've got to have an agency sponsor. Can't make anybody fall in love. It's like the genie. It's a rule.
It's rule number 1.
You've got to have an agency that's saying, yeah, I want to use your software. So they're going to say like, yep, I'll sponsor these guys. From there, you're going to put together your system security plan. So you're going to plan out how you're going to protect the federal data and build all these controls around it.
You're going to give it to your agency.
You're going to give it to the agency.
You're going to put your right hand over your heart. You're going to say, we're a U.S. company. We love FedRAMP. We can all recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yep.
And you're going to say, this is our plan. We're going to do it.
That's right.
And then you're good, right?
No. Then you have a third party come in that says, well, we're going to double check everything you just told us you were doing. Make sure it's all accurate. They're going to put a stamp on it and say, yep, that's correct. So that's your 3PAO. They're going to say, yep, this is all good. You're going to submit all that to the PMO, this giant documentation package.
Where do I put this thing on a crane?
Submit it all to the PMO. PMO is then going to review it all. They're going to find additional things that they want more context on, or
goes
they want
back.
Yep,
that costs a lot of money. All these steps.
It's an expensive process. Once you get through all of that, you get your authority to operate. So the authority to operate literally means you are now allowed to operate on a government network.
Does that take some time to get that ATO?
It does. Yeah. We hear from people it's, easily a year plus to get over that through that PMO process.
You get your ATO and you're done.
Then you're in heaven.
No, dude.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. But then you got to go back and do a lot of those steps kind of continuously.
Yeah.
And so you're in this infinite loop of purgatory.
Continuous monitoring. You hear the term CONMON? That's the process of proving you're still FedRAMP compliant every month for the rest of your life.
There's no place I'd rather be. I love it.
Welcome to the Hotel Hell. Check-in time is now, check-out time is never.